Where do you abide? I abide at the intersection of Dublin and Powell, Ohio, in a house. I don't think that's all that uncommon. A lot of people abide in houses. Some people abide in different places. Hobbits abide in holes, snakes abide in the ground. Yeah, but humans generally abide in houses. Jesus tells us to abide in him. Not only that, but he tells us that in the same chapter where he tells us that he is the true vine. How do you abide in a vine? Big thanks to Amy Plank for reading our chapter today. Let's give it a listen, and then I'll be back with more reflections afterwards.
A reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 15. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, and men gather them, and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of this world, the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me. And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. Here ends the reading.
So, throughout the book, we've been asking this question, who is this guy? And Jesus' identity is very important because Jesus emphasizes over and over again that belief in him is necessary. Identifying with him is necessary in order to be caught up in the redemption that he provides. And to that end, Jesus gives us all these I am statements. And in this chapter, he says, I am the vine. And then he says, abide in me. If you abide in the vine, you'll bear much fruit. So what does that mean? We actually get it a little bit later in the chapter. He says, I've given you a new commandment to love one another. If you abide in me, you will follow my commandment. Now we need to remember we're in this farewell discourse that's happening right after the foot washing, right? Jesus gave them the example of what it is to love someone else, and it's through acts of service, serving others. He literally washes their feet and then tells them to abide in him by following his commandments, which is to love one another as he's loved them. That is, washing their feet, serving others. Your life isn't about you, it's about y'all. That's what he's saying. Another way to think about it is there's an African expression, Ubuntu, African word, Ubuntu. Archbishop Desmond Tutu was really fond of it. It's I am because you are. That is a kind of a loose translation of it. Recognizing that we are all connected. And by loving each other, that's our pathway to identifying with Jesus, to believing in Jesus, and to loving God. So, tomorrow we'll get into chapter 16, and it's really cold, so I'm going to go inside now. Remember, God loves you more than you can possibly imagine.